Dark Souls 2. I want to do a full playthrough on New Game Plus Plus, which is what the name would suggest it is. It's a third playthrough of the game, New Game Plus Plus, where there are some slight changes in the layout of the enemies, and some of the merchants will sell items that I couldn't normally get through merchants. I'd have to get them through more particular means. So, put my little hood on. I'm going to do that playthrough, but before I do that, I'm going to use a video guide on YouTube to help me find any secret areas that I haven't already found. This is my second playthrough of the game, so if I haven't found them on my own by now, it's not likely that I will. So I've decided to use a guide to help me, and just get it over and done with in this part 0 video before starting a new story mode that you guys can be a part of and watch from beginning to end. Obviously that sounds like it will take quite a long time, because it will. So that's my hope anyway, is to do a oh, is that a Black Phantom? No. Is to do a full playthrough of the game and not kind of flake out and stop doing it after a couple of episodes, but you'll have to forgive me in advance if I do. Oh, hello. Oh, dearie me. These guys do not stagger, and I am almost dead. Yeah, so I've currently paused the video guide because although I have found quite a few of these secret areas, there are a couple of little gems in here that I've missed. I'm quite surprised at the one that I'm currently watching that I missed, but there we go. It's quite close to the beginning of the game. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? This is gonna be bad. I don't like the fact that he's running away. Oh, he just came to aggro all of these soldiers against me. Good job. So I've made a mess of this already, but it's fine. There is a secret area somewhere around here. It might be actually before the staircase. I might need to oh, there we go. So that's what they look like. Just check. There are treasure chests. They're actually monsters that will kill you instantly if you try to open them. So if you strike them once, then you can find out if it's a regular treasure chest or not. This isn't the sword I usually use, and I'll probably kind of use a variety of different swords throughout the gameplay, just to kind of add a bit of variety. In fact, I'm going to change to my default one, my fallback weapon, which is the curved dragon greatsword. It's a bit heavy, and the heavier you get with your equipment, the slower you move. So, I mean, my weight is quite low actually right now, so my movement's quite fast. I prefer it when my character moves as quickly as they're possibly able to. No Man's Wharf. I'm currently watching videos from No Man's Wharf, and I found all these already. I'm not entirely sure if I found this one, but then again, is this No Man's Wharf? Yes. And there is a sign warning about it. I'm gonna go to No Man's Wharf just to make sure. Which is a barrel of laughs, as you can imagine. And I'm quickly eating through my rings of life protection. I've used 3 already, which isn't good. I mean, I've got souls to repair them, and they're not expensive to repair. Oh, perfect. These are literally some of the weakest enemies in the game, and I'm getting my ass kicked by them. Here he goes on his big bloody world tour of the area. Idiot. Yeah, this game can be quite frustrating, quite infuriating. So it's good to try and stay calm. Especially when you waste a bunch of arrows hitting air. I don't know why this guy's running at me like he's a badass. These are literally scrub enemies. They're pointless beings. Yet they sprint at me like, well, that's the thing, any enemy in this game can be really dangerous. So, I've got to be careful. I also need to get my souls back. Oh no, I've got them all. Oh, I'm so stupid. I used the Ring of Life Protection so I didn't lose my souls to begin with. But there is an item on a rooftop around here somewhere that I want to get my hands on. They are, the weapons, they all have different stats, and you can get weapons that do more stagger damage. That's okay. Oh, it's got some pretty decent items there I can use. Yeah, I don't like you just skulking. The reason that I tend to stick to this weapon, even though it doesn't really stagger enemies very well, is that it does a lot of damage, and it's got quite a good firing speed for the amount of damage damage it is able to do. Normally when you have a high damage weapon, the compromise is that it's not very quick, it's quite heavy. This one is heavy, but it's got quite a good attack speed, which is useful for obvious reasons. And sometimes you get that happen where it doesn't appear as though you actually got hit yet. They take a nice big chunk of your health off you. I think the second swing on that attack might have more range than the first one. Anyway, they do have quite a long recovery time from it, which gives me the opening to get a good full combo off and finish them. Oh, there was another one up here. Oh, yeah, I must have. The combo set for this weapon's not particularly exciting either. The Zweihander or Zweihander has got more entertaining moveset. I just tend to get killed quite a lot trying to use it. Also, so I got to here. But it does have a higher stagger rating. So yeah, once those guys get going with those two-handed attacks, you can really get yourself into a lot of trouble. Not here. Maybe not here either. This does have another attack that is a projectile attack actually, but it massively reduces the durability of the weapon, and when the durability goes to 0, the weapon will break and do next to no damage, and you'll have to go to a weaponsmith in order to get the weapon repaired. Now, I don't appear to have found this secret area that I was hoping to find. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is one that I've not been to before, or not been to on this playthrough. I think I found it on my first playthrough. 3 black fire bombs, not particularly exciting, but it's still nice to find these areas. And 3 large titanite shards again, not very exciting. Titanite shards are used to smith weapons and improve their statistics, upgrade them. And there are different sized shards for different levels of different levels of improvement. The large titanite shards, I've got too many large titanite shards. I've got so many titanite chunks are the ones that I'm low on. I'm just gonna check the video guide. Oh. I woke them up. These guys are normally asleep downstairs, but I broke all those barrels and I think I woke them up. This area is definitely in No Man's Wharf, so that's the area that I just found. And then the next area is in a room with a bunch of urns, and he just smashes the wall. So it's a room that's got a brick floor and some tall urns in it. So I need to keep my eyes peeled for a room with a brick floor and tall urns. I get the feeling it's actually nearer to the end of this area. I just come through here, down. No brick floor yet, but I think it may be inside this building. Okay, my sword's at risk, but luckily I have another. Hey, presto. This room does not have tall urns in it, but this floor is reminiscent of the ground that I witnessed. The ship is that way. Could it be that it's in a different area? I'm slightly baffled. There is a nice bit of loot in there, as well as a crystal lizard. Oh, there's a chest too. Crystal lizards are these, in fact, crystal lizards are very difficult to kill, because the second they see you, they scurry away and vanish. So you need to be fast in order to kill them. This is the place. This is the wall. And this is a crystal lizard trying to run away from me. So these are all the goodies that I came for. Souls. Fading souls. Pretty worthless. And let's see what goodies are in this treasure chest. A royal soldier's ring. Honestly, that's a very good ring on your first playthrough. So to come into this area on your first playthrough, which is quite an early area, and find that would be really beneficial. Also, when you see me heal using the item, the yellow item in the bottom left corner of the screen, the Estus flask, you can see it says Estus flask. I've got 6 uses currently, a maximum of 12. These Estus flasks are you use Estus flask shards to get more uses on the Estus flask, because when you first get the flask at the beginning of the game, it has a single use. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm watching the video and trying to talk and trying to re-equip my character at the same time. It's quite silly. There's nothing here now. I've just watched the area that the person went to, and it is one that I've found already, so there's no need to worry about that. And the next one that it is showing I've also found. found in Sinner's Rise. A cheeky little one. So I'm gonna go and reap the rewards. I might change my weapon. I'm bored of this one already. I don't like the look of it. It's just a big chunky thing. I prefer more classic looking weapons. I could try rapiers again. They don't seem to do much damage now though compared with other available options. Poison whips are always fun, but they have very low durability. It's looking like I'm gonna go with rapiers. I'll use a Zweihander for now. Just because I don't think I'm gonna be going up against any enemies that will give me a particularly tough time. Okay. See, it's got the stagger, which is very helpful. Whilst I'm waiting for the elevator to come up, I really like the Black Knight Greatsword, but the stats that you required in order to wield it efficiently just are detrimental to your character's overall usefulness. So it seems pointless just for one weapon to have your stats laid out in that manner. I'm gonna go with a good old-fashioned black steel katana for now. Normally I dual wield, but I think one will be fine for now. Plus it reduces my weight to 17.3% overall, because obviously it's not a very heavy weapon. That's the good thing about rapiers too. I noticed that item then out of the corner of my eye. Oh, so be it. Do you know what? Lightning does a massively increased amount of damage in water, but they don't seem to care, so they obviously have high lightning resistance. But he's dead. Off you go. Get lost. Right, your turn now. I was just gonna ignore you guys, go and get my items and be on my way, but you decided that... Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my laptop. You decided to be a badass. I quite like katanas. They have a little bit of a boring move set, but they've got... This is a big room. What? I'm not sure what. I'm probably going to die soon. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Because I'm worried that there's gonna be a drop-off. And it's impossible to see the drop-off, which is unexpected, as there's an area called Shrine of Amana that has a similar pitfall. However, at least you can see the difference between the shallows and the deep waters, giving you a fighting chance. That was just, well, I didn't have any chance there because there was no way to differentiate between shallow and deep water. Absolutely unbelievable, the amount of damage that they were able to do to me. Okay, so I guess this is actually the only item that I can get from this area, which is junk. So I just got myself killed and used up all my Estus flasks for junk. So I'm just watching the video back now. There isn't anything else in this area except that crummy item, so that sucks. I've seen the next secret area and I've been to it already. Yeah, I use these katanas quite a lot. I'm quite bored of them now. What I might do instead is use my rapiers again, but to increase the efficiency of them, equip a weapon that will give me a bonus for parry attacks with them, called the Old Leo Ring. If I can find it. There it is. Hello again. So, I have decided to go with a shield and rapier combo. The shield has a nice parry time on it, and it also is a shield with high fire defense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to further increase its fire defense, so that I may let's go see scaling with strength. I can boost its fire resistance. Other stats will drop as a result, but only slightly. I'm gonna do it. There we go. Macduff, he's a bit mental. So I'm going to upgrade the shield. You've got your base upgrades, which upgrade weapons and equipment normally, and then you've got your infusions, which will increase will give them a kind of bonus modifier like poison or lightning. So let's first repair all of my broken rings. And then find the shield, boost its goodness, so it will go up to +10, which is nice. So it's gone from a parry shield that has virtually no defense to a parry shield that's got 75 defense, meaning if I was just to block with it, it would absorb quite a lot of the damage. And let's see, Cleric's Chime. Okay, I'm gonna level this up too, but my hope is to, I can't eventually get a Dragon Chime, but it requires 50 faith in order to equip it, and I've got 10, and at this point in the game leveling up is campsite. I'm gonna see if I can find this area that they hinted towards on the map. Okay, I can't be bothered getting into fights in this area. There's a bunch of enemies in it. Although there is a super rare occurrence where there's a friendly pig that will follow you. So every time I go here I should make sure. God, this weapon is so weak. Right, let's try and parry this guy. Yeah. Much easier against these slower moving. The more humanoid an enemy is, the easier they are to parry, just because their movements are slightly more predictable. Okay, so you can even see the item right there in the distance. So I've got to get to that chapel. So what I'll do is there's a bonfire at the chapel. So I'll just, instead of running the gauntlet to get there, I'll just warp to the chapel entrance, chapel threshold, and go get the booty. I'm not sure what the booty is, but I'll go get it. So I guess it's through here somewhere, is it? It's not here. I think it's in the area before this. Hello. So this is the one. And there is a... oh, that's perfect. There is a Black Phantom. Oh, that's really weak, that's disappointing. An Estus Flask Shard. Interestingly, there are far more Estus Flask Shards than are required to fully upgrade your Estus Flask in this game. That's the good thing about Dark Souls 1, is there were a set number of items that they were just enough, or almost not enough. So you could finish the game without without discovering all of the areas in the game, but it would mean it would cost you not having certain perks, whereas in this game, it doesn't matter. Hello again. I took a moment to find a point in the video where there was an area that I hadn't found yet, and in the meantime took advantage of the free time to re-equip my character with some Blackwatch gear. Well, Llewellyn gear, but it kind of reminds me of the Blackwatch gear that Jon Snow and the rest of the Knights of the Blackwatch wear in Game of Thrones. I also got a rapier that is stronger and has better scaling, and took off the hood just to try and keep my weight down a little bit. So yeah, I've found an area finally that I haven't already found previously, which is here somewhere. This area is actually kind of a death trap normally, but the statues that are normally here that spawn enemies So they can ring those bells as much as they want, and nothing will really come of it. So yeah, this is a new area for me. I've never found this one before. And all-in forward staff and another great lightning spear, which is fantastic. I don't know about all-in forward staff. I don't know how good it is or isn't. This rapier's pretty good. It's I think it's more powerful than the standard rapier. Anyway, we need to go to the memory of Moro. So we need to go back in time. And we do that by going to a certain place, but I'm not entirely sure I remember how to get back there. I think I do. So I'm gonna try it now. And then what I might do after that, if I feel like it, is go back to that area where I was getting beat pretty badly before. You know what? You need a miracle. That's what you need. So yeah, this game's quite it's rough around the edges compared to Dark Souls 1, which the player versus enemy combat in Dark Souls, I don't know if you saw that, but that's me fucked in. I'm going to die here. Finally. Okay. That was unenjoyable. And I hope that I actually get something worth a grand lance. Now that is interesting. I quite like lance weapons, so that could be something I actually am glad to have. And here we have 3 bonfire ascetics. I mean, yeah, they'll be good too. They'll have their uses. So I'm gonna get the hell out of here before I get killed. Well, it seems as though I've collected all of the hidden items in the game that I was hoping to get my hands on. Which means that we have reached the end of part 0. I really dislike spear users. I really dislike enemies with spears. So yeah, looks like we found all of for our new game plus playthrough that we're going to do from scratch together. So I hope that you enjoyed part 0 of this series. I don't really get any correspondence from anyone even when I ask, but that being said, if you like the series and want to see more, feel free to send me a private message, or if you dislike it and it's not to your taste and you'd rather see me do something else, again, leave a message letting me know, and I'll consider doing something different. And if I don't see you later, Borada, Prananda, Anosta. See you guys.